get back up. I had to get back up. I can't take no loss. You better call back up. I'm running it down to finish. I don't play, get down to get it. Talk about that, come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm litty. I know that you tryna go big. Better run up the cash, you love to spend. Made it, kill it, and did it again. But the intent, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. I know you sad about it.
Know you sad about it. Know you sad about it. I just got bags from Prada. Rolling up. I'm in a brand new model. It'll be here tomorrow. I don't got fears or problems. Only got real ones round them. Only got. It take a week to count it. Then I'm back up. Name the place and we pack up. Running these racks up. 100 meals a week after. Dying from laughter. When it come to handles, never had one. With a bad one. Made a meal today and ain't my last one.
Oh, I had to get back up. I had to get back up. I can't take no loss. You better call back up. I'm running it down to finish. I don't play, get down to get it. Talk about that, come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm litty. I know that you tryna go big. Better run up the cash, you love to spend. Made it, kill it, and did it again. But the intent. I'm moving too fast, I can't stop. Wiping it down with the paint hot. Left hand on the wheel. I'm closing the top on the raindrop. I'm keeping the game in the headlock. When throwed and blinded my dreadlock. In the end zone with the mad dot. One phone call, get it dead stop. I feel like I own the season. Say one thing, just give me a reason. Knowing you're mad, I'm undefeated. Top dog, making it even. Oh, I had to get back up. I had to get back up. I can't take no loss. You better call back up. I'm running it down to finish. I don't play, get down to get it. Talk about that, come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm litty. I know that you tryna go big. Better run up the cash, you love to spend. Made it, kill it, and did it again. But the intent, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. I know you sad about it.
Know you sad about it. Know you sad about it.
Tell me what you want, what you need. Tell me what you wanna give. How much blood would you bleed? I'ma tell you I'm a misconceiver. I'm a believer. Someone better kick my fever. Tell me it's 100 degrees underneath my whole flesh. Everyone tells me it's a bit of a mess. I'ma tell the risk I was never at the end. I would never get it off my chest though. I'm forgetful. Someone better tell me I was always on the edge. Overstay your bearings, I would never underestimate. Oh, barely, my bets are off. Everything was better off. Oh, barely, my bets are off.
We find ourselves at the home of the world's first retractable natural grass field as you get a look inside State Farm Stadium in Glendale. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Buffalo Bills and the Arizona Cardinals. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
Down, ready, 22, 280. We own it.
First carry now for Justice Hill. And he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage with a penalty flag down. This might push him back further. So on the big tight end, holding.
Each and every year, we talk about very few tight ends coming into the league that are polished blockers or asked to do it a lot in college. So it's a constant struggle and a constant fight to learn how to do it without holding.
Without the previous penalty, that would have been a first down. Instead, it's just a gain of 10. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, that he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue, just make sure you feed me the football? And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
So from second and long, now we go to third and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator,
Hill's hit, and he lost the football. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
Recovered by the defense. Result of the play, first down and 10.
So first and 10 now from the 30. They'll run for the first time with Sony Michel. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. Second and 10 coming up. He shows you right there, he can do more than just cover in the secondary from that free safety position.
Yeah, the evolution of the position has really been significant, hasn't it? Because a lot of teams no longer have a free safety, strong safety designation. They just have safeties. So wherever the ball is, one can be close to the line of scrimmage, one can be deep, and vice versa. On that play, how about that tackle we just saw? Pretty nice.
Looking to throw on second down. Mariota and Callaway taking it in left side. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 11 yards there, first down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
At the 14-yard line.
The first down run got 5. Here's second and 5. Mariota to throw it. And he'll find Akins there, complete. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down. The Cards going nickel. An extra defensive back out there now on third down. They'll try and run for it. Here's Michel. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. He needed 2. He got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down at a yard. On the ground is Michel. And trying to push his way forward, but I think he's going to be short. He is short. And the head coach reaches for the red flag, tosses it down on the field. He wants a challenge here.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
Jonathan Allen on the tackle. Result of the play is a turnover.
Well, he challenged the play. It did not pay off.
And that means he lost a timeout in that challenge.
And as a coach, you hate that. Don't know if you took the advice of the player, you threw it yourself, but it didn't go your way.
At the end of the day, it all comes back to the head coach. He has the final determination on whether to actually challenge the play or not. In this case, it didn't pay off for him.
And that's got to be so heartbreaking. You throw that flag, you probably feel really confident, and then all of a sudden, boom, you lose the challenge.
Yeah, when you take a look at it, you're throwing that flag because you believe you're going to be right. And when it comes back the other way, you have to regroup.
Blue draw Corkers.
On the ground with Hill to begin the drive. And a short gain here across the 10 to the 12. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They give it to Hill running right. It's a foot race. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. Past the 20. Touchdown, Cardinals. Justice Hill, 88 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. And with that carry, he's already over 100 yards here in the first half.
And, partner, you know exactly what he's saying to his teammates right now, right? Especially to the play caller.
Give me the ball.
Again, and again, and again. It's not that heavy, sir. I'll take it.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach.
It comes, and he lost the football. Mariota had it jarred loose.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21.
Mike, 53, Mike. All day.
3rd and long here for Mariota. Throwing deep for Galladay. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. That makes them now 0 for 2 here in the first quarter on 3rd down conversions.
And now they'll look to their defense because they need them to step up so they don't fall further behind here in the early going.
They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away.
Come on now, let's go.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. They begin the drive with Hill. Ryan Kerrigan in on the tackle.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Back. 22 jet bomber. Hey, white.
On 2nd down, it's Hill. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5. Now we're going to get a stoppage here as we've got an injured Cardinal on the field. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break.
Let's get it.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Check three. 6-6. Pull it high.
First carry for Damian Harris, the Alabama man. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard.
11. 58.
They'll indeed go for it with Ryan. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Bills are going to take over in excellent field position. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Here I come again. Watch out.
Working out of the gun, Mariota. Rolling to his right and avoids the contact by sliding. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Check 53. He don't know no better.
Now a first down carry. It's Michelle. And not a lot of daylight. Not really any daylight inside as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up 2nd down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Throwing on 2nd down. Mariota. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Mariota from the gun on 3rd down. And that is incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So they do get 3 points, but that's now 3 drives with only the 3 points, not a ratio that's going to win you many ball games.
Not at all, Brandon. And think about it this way. We all know payoff is the key, right? And wouldn't we love to have the concession on every T-shirt that's been printed in football that says finish on it? Because that's the mantra everywhere. Got to be able to finish drives, put points on the board.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
On 2nd down now, it's Hill. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
He's brought down by Ryan. Brings up 3rd and 9.
On 3rd down, Ryan. That's caught. It's DeAndre Carter. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Let's see what you got.
From the gun, it's Ryan. That's out to Hill, right side complete. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. Now a 10th carry for Hill. Now 3rd down is looming. A pickup of 2 on 1st down and just 1 yard there.
Early down stuff's to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
25, 39.
On 3rd down, it's Hill. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. 23 yards on the pickup there and a 1st.
So that's what that elbow in my ribs was all about. You thought they were going to throw the ball as well.
Absolutely. I think everybody thought they were throwing the football. Caught him off guard.
Yeah, I'm telling you, when you have the courage to make that type of a play call, a lot of times you actually get rewarded.
A bit of an opening there on the 1st down run as they get this forward for about 6 yards. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a 1st down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
2 minutes to play in this 1st half. 7-3, our score.
Get him, boy! Get him, boy!
All right, coming up at intermission. Charles, you want to wait to enhance your Saturday?
I certainly do.
I've got just a thing for you. It's the coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll be alongside at half to take us through the weekend in the NFL. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Everything about that play tells you about today's NFL offenses and what they're asking out of running backs. You can't just be a guy who can run the football. You have to be able to catch it as well, and he didn't get that done on that play.
The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. The Cardinals on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. From the gun, a run for Hill. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game, and while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their 2nd, as they stop it prior to what will be an important 4th down. Now McManus will line up for the field goal. This a 43-yard attempt. And McManus able to put it through. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. So in the end, they had the ball for 10 plays, but the drive gets them 3, not 6.
Is it okay if I give credit to both sides on this one?
Absolutely.
All right, let's start defensively. They hung in there. 10-play drive, but they stiffened when they got close to the goal line, made them kick a field goal. For the offense, 10-play drive. They might be a little disappointed they got a field goal, but they moved the ball down the field with dispatch and came away with points.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3-point CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. and that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
I know you're trying not to scoreboard watch, but you only got 3 points. You're kind of hoping that type of play there gives you some positive momentum going into the half.
Yeah, need to do something to get more than that 3 number that they have on the scoreboard right now.
Stop your body. 53 is the mic. 53 is the mic. Silver. Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Here we go.
A first down throw for Mariota. The Cards get to him here. He's brought down for a sack. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long. To throw Mariota. Completes this to Callaway over on the right side. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. The Bills on third down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. From the gun, Mariota. And that will be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. They failed once in this spot earlier, but the offense will stay out to go for it on 4th down. Now Mariota on 4th down. And he's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. So not only did they convert on 4th, but they pick up 22 yards in the process. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. He connected on his first, this from 41. Catanzaro's kick is good. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets them a first down. You can just kind of sense the momentum turning here. It's 1st and 10. Mariota now from the 50. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. Tack McKinley make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. 2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack.
64, weak.
To throw is Mariota. That'll be taken in there by Kenny Galladay. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 35.
A gain of 19 yards. And the Bills' first down.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Check, 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 check. Check, check, check. One.
Now Michelle. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Push him back. Switch. He's checking.
Mariota now. His throw caught right around the 6. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Watch the screen. Check 37.
Trying to pound it in here with Michelle. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
To 2nd and goal at the 5-yard line.
Michelle on an island by himself in the backfield. 2nd and goal. They'll give it to him up the middle. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that's going to bring up an interesting 3rd and goal.
Check 53. Watch the pass. 3. Under 10. Under 1. Go.
From the shotgun, it's Mariota toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. And Catanzero's kick is right through, and that gets him back within a single point. It's now 10-9. So it's a 3rd field goal for him now. He's accounted for all 9 points. I look down to the sideline, though. You can just tell they weren't too happy for 3. They wanted 6.
So they have to have 6. Look, he's keeping them afloat, but they really need to do exactly what you talked about. They need to get into the end zone and score some touchdowns. Otherwise, he's going to have to kick a lot more field goals than just the 3 he's already put through the posts.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Throw right side complete to Carter. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play. And sometimes.
And I think the ball's out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. If the ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
On second down, Hill. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Tackle made there by Tony Jefferson. That time they're able to bottle him up, but he's having a really nice game.
I agree with that. Let's just go big picture, right? Every back that's in the Hall of Fame had carries where they didn't gain yardage or they lost yardage, but you stick with them, don't you? When they're having a good game, keep feeding them.
54, south! No. Pilot, 64, weak. Gotta go!
Here's Hill one more time. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. Bit of a surprise. They ran it on third and medium. Proved to be the right call. First and 10.
20, 25!
First and 10.
They'll go with Hill here on first down. And he loses the football a second time. Now this is picked up by the Bills. 20, 10, and he takes it in across the chalk for a Bills touchdown. And a big turning point here in the second half, Charles, after that play.
All you're trying to do is change momentum, flip things around for your team. You're just trying to take the ball away. How about when you take it away and score? That really changes things.
25!
55's my guy, 55.
51, south!
You gonna see me in your nightmares.
Watch it.
80 weapons.
Check.
And once again, Hill, he's been busy. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
It's coming again.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the third quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them, melt the clock down, get to the fourth quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
Tight ends well.
Wait!
Hey, we got 4. We got 4 down. 4 down. Check three.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. An extra defensive back here for the Bills on third down. Again, they run with Hill. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be fourth down. Looks like Ryan's going to stay out there. Indeed, they're going to try for this on fourth down. Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from them. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's first and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. Second and 10.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Hey, 4 down.
Again, it's Hill.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
Big play coming up. Here's third and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Check! Hey, Charlie!
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. And he's going to get this to the 31, but that is still well short of what he needed. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to fourth down. So on now is Brandon McManus. He has hit from as far away as 57, but that was in Denver. He hit his first. Now this one from 48 yards away. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle, and the lead grows to 4. It's 13-9. So they get to 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
A touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
I got you.
One.
Let's go.
One.
53, Mike, 53. Watch the run. He did. Delta. He goes to you.
Mariota. That's taken in by Callaway. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25.
First down, Buffalo.
Mike, 53.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And the pressure will bring him down here. The Cardinals get home for the sack. Tack McKinley in there to get him. And on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
Second down.
Now that after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23.
I got you, boy. Watch safety 3.
Throwing, Mariota. To the right and complete to Galladay. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Throwing is Mario. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Greedy Williams picks it off.
Brandon, offensively, this has been a tough day for them. Trying to find a place to throw the football. It's been extremely difficult. I've got to give a lot of credit to the secondary, especially the corners who've had the receivers on lockdown.
X3, 218, chopper. 25,
They'll start the drive with Hill. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
6 man. Check curls.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They run with Hill. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. Now this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. They run it again with Hill. And he can only manage to get this to the 45-yard line. Well short of the first. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively, they burn it here with 1:51 left. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get them down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Now a throw over the middle, and he's got it to start the drive. And he's taken down, but able to get this up to the 20-yard line. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. Mariota now 11 of 17 passing thus far. He's got his guys a 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. Throw left side, taken in by Galladay. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A very solid gain of 27. Mariota to throw. Over the middle to Smith. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. 12 more yards there and another first down.
Hardy, you got to like what they're doing right there. Little by little, they're getting closer. Another good pickup.
And it's complete right back in the hands of Smith. They're going to go ahead and use their final timeout. Mariota now rebounding nicely after the interception. He's hit 4 straight to start the drive. It's first down.
Watch twist. Watch twist. 61. Matchbox. Light. Switch.
1, 1, 1. 1, 1. 1, 1. 3, 3, 3.
Now Mariota. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. That would have been a tough catch. But in this 2-minute drill, those are the ones you really hope your guys come up with.
Yeah, you don't want your guy to be able to take the out because it was a tough catch. You needed him to come up with that one because if he does, it alters the perspective of this 2-minute drill, doesn't it?
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Here's Mariota. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. Back to throw. And they get to Mariota here as he's dropped on the sack. Well, Charles, exciting to the very end. That's what we just saw in this game. Final play there, had it in the red zone, but anytime you're outside of the 10, that's tough. Trying to draw up a final play to get in, and they couldn't do it.
It certainly is. So what they were looking for was, extra time. Too bad it's not FIFA soccer, right, where you get a little bit of extra and you get a chance to run a couple more plays and maybe get closer and take that last shot into the end zone.
So for the Cards, they get back to 500 now as the win moves them to 7-7. And they'll get another home date next week as the 49ers will come to town. Meanwhile, for the Bills, they'll drop to 9-5 on the year. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.